Sometimes you just need a different vantage point.
Welcome to the Sowing Seed Podcast. One guy's thoughts on family, faith, farming, and financial freedom. Now from the studio, 20 yards from the chicken coop. And that's for reals, y'all. Here's your host, Matt Miller.
You know, I was thinking a lot earlier today as I was down in the garden. I was harvesting some of the last of our snap peas. Temperatures this week are going to be in the high 90s, may even get up into the hundreds by the week's end. And with those hot temperatures, our snap pea plants will pretty much be done. Well, as I was harvesting some of the remaining peas, I would walk down the row outside the raised bed and picked all the peas I could see and thought for sure that I had gotten them all. But then if I would take a different vantage point, if I would go to the side of the bed and look down the back of the rows, magically there was a bunch of other peas that I had missed that I couldn't see from the other side or from the other vantage point. There's a huge parallel between that and what we do day to day in our lives, in our work, in our businesses. And the value of having another point of view can make a huge, huge difference. As I've mentioned several times before, I'm part of a mastermind with Aaron Walker's Iron Sharpens Iron. I was actually part of the very first group that he started 3.5 or 4 years ago at this point. I'd always heard about masterminds, had read about them in one of Napoleon Hill's books years ago, but to actually formally become part of one and to have a group, in this case of 9 or 10 other men who had a completely different view of the world, a different vantage point that they could share and that I could benefit from, has made a massive, massive difference in my life and in our business. Hiring a coach, in this case, Aaron, 5 years ago or so, made a massive difference for me. In fact, his coaching is the reason why SSV is a national franchise today and why we do many of the things that we do. Because with his 35 plus years of business experience at the time, he had a different vantage point on the world, had a different vantage point on business, and could look into my life and look into my situation and see things differently, just like I needed to take a different view of the snap peas down in the garden. We all need a different view when it comes to our lives, and therefore need trusted advisors, confidants, and maybe a mastermind or a coach along the way. Hope this helps, guys. God bless you.
Thanks for listening. Check out our website, sowingseed.net, the Sowing Seed channel on YouTube, and if you got something out of today's podcast, give us a 5-star review on your podcast player of choice. Until next time, go plant the seed you need to succeed.